There are way too many videos of item management in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, yet almost none of them mention any of these, and some even try to contradict these points I'm about to tell you in this video. If I didn't give you proof of me being legitimate, then you'd be as well to presume that this video is a troll. As screenshots show, I have quite a few first place speedruns in the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe category extension. Most notably, I have 5 records on StoreCab, a speedrun category that has runs by some prominent figures.
This bit may not seem important, but it is quite important to know the proper terminology for the items, not for any competitive reasons, but because a lot of the really good players use these terminologies when talking about strats that sometimes I wouldn't have known about beforehand, like how to throw fireballs invisibly, which I'm unfortunately not going to cover in this video, as it has more to do with game mechanics than item mechanisms. This blue shell is known as a spiky flying shell. This red shell is known as a homing missile ground shell. This green shell is known as a ricochet ground shell. This banana peel is known as a slipster. This bomb is known as a TikTok exploder. This cephalopod is known as an ink squirter. This flower with a boomerang is known as an Australian dagger. This flower that shoots fire is known as a crispy shot. This noise producer is known as a liquid noise. This star is known as a prolonged iframe. This lightning bolt is known as an energized electron. This mushroom is known as a speed bump. This golden version is known as the 100 milers. And this ghost is known as an item lister. This bullet is known as the slingshot. This flower pot is known as a jumper. This coin is known as a barmax speed. The triples of a item is known as a roulette. And this bundle of items is known as the ring of protection. Not commonly used, as it's only possible to get this item in battle modes, but this feather is known as a double jump. If you don't believe me that these are proper terminologies, then look at this. This guy done 7,400 attempts of
Blue yourself.
and still called it a spiky flying shell. Due to the fact that I don't want to cause confusion with the items, since sometimes it can be hard to remember the terminologies when just starting out, I'm going to reference the items by what most players know them as I do not want to cause confusion or misconceptions.
Alright, I'm giving a disclaimer here, as although these tricks here are most likely never going to be found to be suboptimal, a lot of tricks for items have recently been found to be suboptimal, and so there are a lot of tricks that are really good that could be found to be suboptimal that I'm not including in this video. So yeah, just a heads up. Most people know that coins increase your max speed, yet some people still think it is a good idea to smuggle it. Let me set the record straight. Coins increase max speed permanently, not just for a short time after you get the coin. There are claims that you can't get a coin from an item box if you already have a coin, meaning you will have to get a defensive item if you unfrost. However, as this clip shows, this is not the case. Granted, the chances of getting this many coins is very unlikely, but it is something that can happen, which is why I'm showing this clip here, because this is a prime example of how bad it can get. Like, as this was the same clip from the earlier part, just 2 different 30-second parts of it. Yeah, before you comment, the reason my driving is trash is because I was practicing for a one-handed motion controller tournament. I am gonna talk about defensive items soon, but first let's talk about the shells. This clip here shows it with a red shell, as they are easier to set it up if you're doing it yourself, but you can do it with any of the 3 shell types. First, reverse till someone passes you and hold X, the shell won't hit you. In this case I have to go into 12 because otherwise I'll hit 11 or so, but it works. Regardless, you do need to be precise where the shell goes to the card, but it is easy enough. I am not picking on basic here. I did get permission to use this as an example, but I saw this quote in a video by one of his videos where he claims if in the 6th or above, you're usually better off holding a defensive item. Whilst this is a great generalization, he forgot to mention that you want a defensive item in your 2nd slot. You want a speed item in your 4th slot in order to be fast. Most advanced players seem to have this impression that defensive play is best, and whilst it is for speed running, since the CPU's behaviors can be predicted, it isn't nearly as good for online. For online, in 52 out of the 56 current tracks in the game, your best move is to smuggle a piranha plant and use it worse than first to gain a lead, or the more preferred option, this roulette of items in first. Make sure you have a speed item if you're using the piranha plant option though, as a safety net in case you mess up. How can I make a video like this without mentioning the elephant in the room, the blue shell? This strat was only recently found out by accident during a blue yourself speedrun. The best part is this could have been the world record if it wasn't for this accidental discovery to dodge a blue shell. Footage of this won't be used as I do not want to bother someone about this video and ask for permission when I already did this for a previous part, and although I could try and recreate it, I would have to spend hours getting a blue shell and the star to throw at me and get really good timing, as it's a lot harder to do on your own. But the start is simple and easy to do in normal online races. You should first be holding a star as soon as you can see the blue shell coming about 8 seconds away from hitting you. Pull the star. If you time it right, when it hits you, it won't make you flip, but instead triple your current speed until you get hit again or slow down. I didn't want to make this video too complex, so there may have been some things I overlooked that aren't that complex, but I thought may have been complex. If you know of any of these, please put it in the comment section below, as if enough info comes, I can always make a part 2 sharing these parts along with some more general tech for 200cc, since that's my most knowledgeable subject. But regardless, as you can see right now, a circle that is telling you to subscribe just appeared, and right beside it is a video that you really want to click. And then you click it.